Hey everybody, the project I did yesterday, I tried filming it, kind of backfired. The camera wasn't working right, but anyway, regardless, I did a couple things yesterday. One being, I put these braces on. They're just stainless steel. They're bolted fast to here, just to stiffen this up. They were kind of too in-line straight with that, because the rubber flexed back too much. It should be straight like that, but it was flexed in like that. So it kind of, anything up here it would pull back in, but it would still roll off the edges, which is the purpose of your wings. These ones aren't that aggressive. The newer style wings are way more at an angle, but it don't matter. It made it like 9.6, 9.2, I think is what it is. This plow's 7.6 without these wings. Something else I want to do, I just don't know. Not sure how I'm going to go about it yet. I got a little bit of head scratching to do. Don't really need it, I don't think. But I want to put a rubber deflector on here. So I don't know if I'm just going to bolt it through right here and then see if it'll just hang over, or if I'm gonna weld a piece on. That's all, I don't know, that's yet to be debated. I put this rubber edge on. It plows so smooth. You can adjust them rubber edges to what you're gonna plow. So like right now I have it short because most of what I'm gonna plow is hard gravel. It's not loose. But you can adjust that real long and it works like a trip edge. But it also doesn't dig up grass and stone. If you plow, like I plowed my sister's driveway, and the edge didn't dig any stone up. So some other stuff I've done just to kind of fix this plow. This plow's a little rough, so let me start off by saying that. But these are actually the wrong springs. They're for a Western. They're too long, so they're not tight enough. See, like, that spring is tight enough, and so is that one. This one, however, should not ring when you kick it. Another way to test that, let me grab one. You gotta grab your good old wrench. So, that one kind of rings. Well, those aren't tight enough, so maybe these springs aren't right. I did adjust them and they did ring, but this one's, yeah, see, that's how it should be. So maybe I'll adjust these before I get this back out. But anyway, so the main project yesterday, and again, this plow has seen plenty of use, so I'm not really worried about this being a proper fix. The other thing is I decided to fix this today before we're supposed to get somewhere between what is it, like, I've heard amounts from 1 to 3 overnight and amounts of 2 to 4 for tomorrow during the day. So I didn't really have time to wait. But so what was going on is these support pieces right here were coming over and they were riding up on this frame, and what that would do is if you would angle it one way or the other, whatever end, once it got to full lock on the rams, it would pick, say, this end up or that end, and it would be like, you know, an inch off the ground or so. There's slop in this plow, and you'll see that when I put it on the truck, but it has to be there. So my solution, at least a temporary solution, was these are just what I had, but I took a nut and I welded it on both. So basically what'll happen is when I angle, this will come over and act as a stop when it hits here. I was gonna do something a little more elaborate that looked like I cared. I was gonna maybe drill a hole through here or something, but I figured keep it simple, especially because if you look, this is patched. There's dings and dents, and there's several other patches on this plow. There's a couple over there. But I mean, here you go, just look, here's a patch. This is welded, there's another patch. Here's a patch, there's another patch there. There's gonna need to be a patch here. This is all busted off. That was re-welded. There's a patch right here behind that you can't see. So this plow's a little bit rough, not to mention this A-frame's a little bit twisted. This plow has seen some time. I have another blade, full plow setup actually. But these old Meyers aren't hard to come by, so if, you know, worst comes to worst, not that big a deal. I just have to go get both of them. I have another, I think it's an 8.5 maybe. I have two of them that way. One of them's a power angle, the other one is not. But that's not a big deal. I don't know for certain, but I think this plow may have originally been a non-power angle plow, because if you look right here, and I don't know if you're gonna pick that up, right there at the end of my finger there's a hole. Back before they had these, you used to get out, pick your plow up, and you grab one side of that thing and heave it back and put a pin in there, and then that was your angle. So I'm gonna show you guys a couple tricks to put this on. Right now I'm kind of cheating a little bit because I have it up on my airlift. That's how I was using it yesterday. I had it leaned up and then I had it strapped fast so it couldn't fall off, but that brought it up to, I don't know, right about here. Makes a nice work platform. And then for anybody who doesn't know what the purpose of that is, you plug your lines together and that'll allow your A-frame to swing whenever you're working on it. But let me pull the truck in here and I'll show you kind of what's going on. I'll show you a trick to hook it up by yourself. Okay, everybody, so okay, I'm back. Alright, so anyway, I went ahead and did it anyway, but what I do is I hook my chain up and then I lift it a little bit. Now certain plows work better, like Jonas has a plow that hooks out here, which I can't do because of this, obviously. I could make something if I needed to, but again, I'm not worried about it. But what you do is you lift your plow up a touch, and then that kind of puts you right where you need to be with your holes there. I don't know what I just did with my pins right here on the hood. Now, no matter how you do this, there's always going to be manhandling. But this actually wasn't too bad. I just kind of pushed on there with my knee a little bit, sent that thing right in there. And then you just put your pin right in. And that's one side done. Now the other side, being that my A-frame is twisted, is gonna make this a little bit more of a challenge, but it's not the end of the world. So I think what I might do is come in here, because it will lift. It'll seat back in the pocket and it'll lift. But we'll come in here and I'm just gonna go ahead and lift this plow up. See how it lifts the whole thing? Okay, now it's gonna be tight though. I mean, you can move it, see? But it's not really all that fun. Actually, I think that's probably what I'm gonna do anyway, because that's just how it's gonna have to go. Let me try and get some light here, and then you can kind of see what I got going on. All right, perfect. Okay, so I need to come out and down. Now, a pry bar is always good to have, which I took all my stuff home. Actually, I do have a pry bar here. Give me 1 second, let me grab it. Okay, so we don't need a ton of force, guys, but what we'll do is find somewhere where this is gonna fit, and then manipulate. Now, prying on your ram, not a good idea. But sometimes you don't really get a choice in what's gonna work for you. But see, that'll work as well. So it don't take a whole lot of force, but I'm gonna press on this, kind of use my body to get this thing out. But see, so I always keep a bar like that in the truck. Now let me find my pin. Okay, so we'll keep this behind the seat of my truck. Normally I wouldn't do that to a nice hood, but I don't care about this truck that much. Alright, and these things are simple to hook up. Ideally you'll have a male and a female. That way you can't mess it up. So the male will just go together like that, and then the female, or that would be the other way. Male, female, whatever. Tuck that all together. Alright, now my plow's done. Some stuff you guys missed due to my camera being a turd is I just did a tune-up on this. New seals and everything. This new upper seal, there's this is just a dirt seal. There's actually a nylon ring in there that was no good. I put a new seal in the ram itself. Cleaned everything out. This thing was nasty inside. It sat for I don't know how long, but we'll make sure this thing angles left and right, because when I switched it, the problem I had was actually, these pumps are so easy to change. That pump works. That's an E47. It needs rebuilt, but it fits right behind that seat there. So what we'll do here is jump in. I gotta make a cup holder for the necessities in this truck. So this is called a slick stick. So that's up, that's left, that's right, and then straight down is floating down. But we'll I'm gonna just go ahead and back this truck out quick. I need to fix that belt squeal because it drives me absolutely insane. Okay, and then there's down, that's float. Then we'll put her in gear. Some mods you want to do to this stuff is put a piece of tape, just a little dab of super glue maybe. Something, because that thing will fall right off on you. But yeah, here she is. Pretty low mold board, but anyway, so the reason I have that 57 is because I broke the mount that was on that truck, and I've battled some issues with it. Nothing crazy, but I battled some overheating issues. So if you noticed, behind my seat there's an old handicap parking sign. So what the purpose of that is that so this is your lift arm, whatever you call it. I drilled and tapped 2 pieces. This was right in front of my grill, so whenever I would angle it up, it would I had that piece on there, so it would act as a deflector to shove air down into the grill and keep it warm, or keep it cool. It would overheat, it would restrict too much airflow. This pump is significantly lower because of the design of the mount. So that's what's up with that. Now, I plowed a little with it, not much. We haven't had enough to plow yet. Just enough to play around with. For actual legal reasons, we've had to plow here at work. I only plowed just because I want to justify my purchase. So, but anyway, so something else I'm going to be doing here in the near future, very near, is I'm going to be, I kind of made a design flaw whenever I made the single plug harness for that truck. Not really a true single plug, it's a dual plug, but if the solenoids go bad for any reason, you have to cut the wire and put a connector in there. So I came up with a terminal block, a waterproof terminal block. So I'll show you what's going to happen with that. But you know, you put a ring in, you put a ring terminal, and you join them together, and then you can just, if you know solenoid goes bad, you just twist a screw out, stick the new one in there, good to go. But that's coming Monday, tentatively anyway. So that's the plan. I'm gonna put together a bag of tools that I'm gonna carry around just in case something happens. Some of the stuff you want to carry will be extra valves and solenoids, wrenches. You need wrenches, something to tap with, hammer. You don't need to get nuts. Sometimes them solenoids just get a little bit sticky. You just give them a little tappy tap. It'll free them right up. It happened on that pump. In my case, I'm just going to go ahead and carry a spare pump because I know that 47 works. And if something happens to the other one, I can throw that one on quick. Good to go. Plow it again. That fits right behind my seat. I mean, you don't need to go that far. I'm not getting into commercial plowing here. But it's a pain if something would happen and then your pump don't work and you know you're in the middle of a driveway or so. It's nice to be able to do that. So that's kind of why I'm going to carry that. Now I'm gonna rebuild the 47 as well. So I think what I'll do is I'll get that one on film because I filmed the 57 rebuild and it didn't really work out too well for me. So later on today, I'm gonna have a crash course for plowing for the other guy that's with us, Tommy. We're gonna go out and pre-salt. So I don't know if I'll film that or not. It's kind of boring. Purpose of that is if you're only gonna get a little snow or ice, the salt will it'll kind of hold it off so you don't have to go out right away. If it's gonna get icy, usually that will keep it from freezing completely. But we're gonna pre-salt. Hopefully we get enough to plow. I'll make a snow plowing video. Let me know. Do you want to see me plowing in the Dodge, or do you want to see me plowing in Old Reliable over there? I'm gonna be out in both, so I'll try and do a wing comparison versus no wings because I haven't seen that on YouTube. That's gonna be a separate video altogether. So I got some cool snow plow ideas. Hopefully we get a nice good storm and I can plow with the backhoe this year. That'll be a fun one. I really like plowing in that thing. It's an animal, but anyway, I'll see what else I can get today. We're just kind of running around getting stuff ready. James is sick, so he's not coming. He's not going to be coming in here to plow unless something happens and he feels better. But that's okay. His kid Tommy's working with us. He's security / maintenance, so that'll work. So I'm going to give him a quick crash course for plowing later. Come up with a game plan. He's never plowed snow before, I don't think. So, I mean, you know, anybody can plow snow if you got a brain. A couple things you got to remember. Don't be rammy. Speed matters in both directions. Too slow or too fast. And there's a few other things that I was going to mention, but I'll mention that maybe in a snowplow video. But I'm not going to label anything how to train somebody because I'm not a pro. I plow snow. Yes, I've plowed it for a couple years. Everybody's got a different way to do it. Honestly, I'm more about getting, you know, tips and tricks out there. I just watched a video the other day about plowing snow, training a guy. I know how to plow snow, but I'm always open to learn a way to make it faster, more efficient, easier on me and the equipment, come up with a better product, anything like that. So you always got to be kind of have an open mind for that. But Anyway, hopefully this will make it and work on YouTube, and I will catch you guys on the next one.